Candace Grant, your postural specialist. So today we're going to discuss floor exercises. Now, floor exercises are great for increasing the mobility between your hips as well and your pelvis, as well as the rotation of your lower body, as well as the upper body, and just opening up all those fascial chains of your body. So if you think of a chicken, think of taking off the skin, and that ooey gooey part is actually the fascia of your body. So when you don't have a lot of water and you're very dehydrated, that ooey gooey part sticks to your muscles and it doesn't allow them to move. So if you don't do stretching on a regular basis, all of a sudden you're going to move and that fascia may tear because it's not, it doesn't have the viscosity or the elasticity that it really should in your body to maintain that natural flow of movement. Great. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get down on our knees and our butt. So when you are laying down, this is called the hook lying position. So down with your knees up, feet on the floor. This is called the hook lying position. So the first exercise we're going to do is what's called knee drills. So we're going to do them two ways, and I'm going to show you both from a seated position as well as a lying down position. And you can describe, you can feel the difference from these two exercises. So just holding your arms back behind you, knees together, feet together, and you're just gonna drop one way and then the other. So this is great at loosening all those spinous processes and vertebrae in your back as well as your hips and all the way down. Okay, so you want to do this 5 times, both ways, just allowing your knees to drop, and you're gonna feel your butt kind of slide forward. So the second one is opening up your legs enough that they're just outside of your shoulder joints. So my shoulder joints are here, and so you can see that my knees are just outside. Now you're going to drop, and as you drop, now this right knee is going to go towards the left ankle. And when you drop the other side, same thing. Now you're elongating those side fascial muscles and making that internal external rotation work a little bit harder due to the positioning of where your knees are. So when you are in a laying down position, once again, palms up because now we're working our shoulder joints at the same time. Head on the floor and knees together, and you're going to drop one side and you're going to drop the other. Now, if this seems challenging to you, just start by rotating or shifting your legs back and forth. This will help loosen up the vertebrae all the way up with your spine and just relaxing. It's a great thing to do, especially if you're having some low back mobility issues, whether your back is going into spasm. And then when you feel comfortable, take them to the one side, up to the other side, and up. Do that 5 times, and then go into this outer position, bringing your feet up a little bit more. So now when you drop, the knee is going to go towards the heel, the ankle, and then when you go to the opposite side, the knee is going to go towards the ankle. During this process, when your knees are going to the right, turn your head to the left. When your knees are going to the left, turn your head to the right. So you want to make sure that your head is turning the opposite side to the side that you are going against. And that's going to be true for the next exercise as well. So the next exercise is called a hip crossel. So bring your feet back into that neutral position. If you're not sure where that neutral position is, get a block and put it in between your knees. okay? So then when you do, we're gonna do hip crossovers. So your foot, then we're gonna push this foot down to the opposite floor and up as well. So we are gonna go and do the same thing to the other side. Cross over and drop down. So we're supposed to be keeping our head on the floor at the time that we are doing this exercise as well. So when we come back up, we can shift a little bit better in what is going on. So when we do these hip crossovers, we are going to look like this a little bit. I'm just shifting so you can see a different view. So we are down on the floor. If you have a block, put it under your head and that raises up and actually stretches the levator scapular muscles, bringing your arms down. And that's a really good stretch for your neck muscles. So right now we're doing hip crossovers. So once again, your ankle is over and you are going to one side, trying to touch your foot to the ground. Now, if you want to increase the stretch, bring your arm up higher and you will increase the stretch all the way from your pecs down. By having your knee forward, you're going to feel more stretch within your glutes. By having your knee back, which is what we are trying to accomplish, it's opening up this hip flexor at the same time. Now, when you come up to this position, just drop your knee to the opposite side, stretching and elongating everything on this side. So because we're dropped to the right, we're going to look for the left. Once again, come back up, and you're going to do that 3 times, holding for 30 seconds. So crossing your knee, or your ankle over your knee, pushing down with your knee, opening it up. You're going to take it, roll it to the opposite side, opening up this hip, looking to the left. When you come up, we are going to go into the IT modified, pushing down with the knee to the floor now, opening up and elongating everything on the right side. And once again, as I said, if you are going towards your foot side, the higher that your arm is, the more that you're going to feel a stretch all within those pectoralis muscles as well. So do that once again 3 times, holding for 30 seconds, and up. Great. The final one that we're going to do from a side positioning is going to be what we call a spinal twist. So with the spinal twist, we are going to create a chair-like position. So we're going to have a 90 degrees here, 90 degrees at the knees. You can take a block, put it between your knees, and you're going to put your body in a straight line position. So making sure that your shoulder is back as far as you can with keeping your back in a better alignment position. Hands come forward just like this, and you're going to take the top hand and slide it all the way back behind you, holding it, and your head is following with it as well. And back forward. So once again, you're doing this 3 times. And opening up. So this one is opening up and rotating the upper part of your body. The other ones, the hip crossovers, they are focused at rotating your lower part of your body. So once again, from the opposite kind of viewpoint, we're going to look at it from this direction. So we did my left, so we're gonna come to the right. So once again, we are going to create this 90 position here and 90 position here. So as I said, think of yourself as sitting on a chair and opening up. Now your shoulders in that down position, your hands are in front, and you're going to open up, bringing that back all the way behind you until you can hopefully touch the ground and having your head roll. Keeping your knees together and on the floor. So if you can only make it this far with your knees being on the floor, then that's all you do. You don't want to have your knees come up. And hold. And do it 3 times. Holding for 30 seconds. Great. So from here, we're going to go into that downward dog positioning where we can stand up and stretch everything out. You always want to leave your body in a neutral exercise position so it stretches out everything. And then walk your body up, clasping your hands, giving your body a great big stretch, and releasing it down. Great. I'm Candace Grant, and I'm your postural specialist. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.